Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Looking at YELP GWPH PCLN NVDA and Tesla on the daily weekly time frame. So YELP with the big gap down on earnings. The bulls had a nice bounce play out throughout the morning. They kept that 20-period 5-minute moving average as support, rode it up a bit, had control for the morning, definitely saw some profit taking, and now the bulls are going to have to battle this lower Bollinger Band on the daily. That level is going to drop down significantly, and it's going to be a key resistance test, and more often than not, the first test of that resistance results in a rejection. And that's just through observation of many, many times. Certainly there's times where it blows right through it, but just way more often than not, an initial rejection from that level. So it does show an indecision candlestick. This is a spinning top, which is a bullish reversal candlestick from that dump, but we're going to have to see another green day and a follow through and a strong close. 29.24 is resistance, and again, that lower Bollinger Band is going to be right there as well. Weekly time frame, very critical break of $32, leading to now lower highs and lower lows, giving back significant gains. Key support is down at 26.35, and looks like the bulls are trying to establish a new level of support at 26.93. We'll have to see how tomorrow goes as to whether or not the bulls can see any kind of follow-through to the upside on this move. So looking at GWPH, no follow-through for the bulls and a clear bear break, so no bull should be in a position right now, in my opinion, no short-term or mid-term bulls. The RSI is getting oversold, so we know a bounce is inevitable in the short term, but we have broken resistance. This is the lowest price that we have seen in the past 7 months, and we are now looking down at 103.50 as the next support level. So again, I'm going to be doing some shifting around on the weekend as to which names we cover in these videos. Going to be shifting YELP out of here. GWPH is going to be taking a hike as well as no longer being on this bull list. We have been following GWPH initially back in May, so certainly some nice gains to the upside, but now we are losing the uptrend on the weekly longer term pattern. So we are going to kick it to the curb and put someone else in. There's certainly plenty of bulls to choose from in this market. PCLN, bearish reaction to earnings, bounce off 1800, and the bulls held the middle Bollinger Band. So very clearly, this is not an all-out dump. This is not the end of the bulls for PCLN. They are very strong and just establishing a new higher low. We will see if the bulls can hold that middle Bollinger Band on the daily time frame again tomorrow. That's going to be a key level right around 1830. Lower wick right off of 1800 support, and watching to see if the bulls can see any kind of follow through on this bounce. They did see some nice upside when the 5-minute RSI was oversold and we hit that psychological support level of 1800. We ended up getting a nice $25, $26 bounce in a fairly short amount of time for those bulls. Weekly time frame rejecting from the upper Bollinger Band 2 weeks in a row. No red flags here for the bulls. And again, anything higher than this consolidation low of 1738 and 1739 keeps these bulls in full control. NVDA, huge reaction to earnings. Bulls came out swinging and had a huge day and big time follow through. New all-time high. Upper Bollinger Band is going to be support. Very little resistance. So we're looking at 121.82, 122, 123. Psychological round numbers. And the bulls seeing all kinds of control and looking for further follow through from here. NVDA on the weekly time frame is also trying to break out on the weekly above the upper Bollinger Band. 117.52 is the level to do it. Looking for a bullish MACD cross. And we were looking for a bull flag on the monthly. I pointed this out in a couple videos. And look at this beautiful follow through on this monthly bull flag. Really great looking chart long term. Tesla on the daily time frame. Bulls following through after the strong close at the high of the day yesterday and looking for a new all-time high. It's going to be tested tomorrow. That level is up at 327.66. Break 327.66 and we're looking up at 330, and the upper Bollinger Band is going to be resistance right there as well, so the bulls are going to have to break above the upper Bollinger Band in order to see follow through from here. So keep an eye on that level, on the verge of a bullish MACD cross. Certainly looking more likely than not that we do get a new all-time high. Depends on what the overall market is doing, but Tesla bulls are extremely strong here, completely negating the bearish reversal candlestick on the weekly time frame last week and seeing all kinds of strength to the upside. So Watching for new all-time highs here. NVDA and Tesla showing the bulls how it's done. PCLN bulls, nice recovery. They're holding on just strong. And YELP and GWPH are going to be off this list and replaced this weekend. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow.